Life is all about respect, and some people have developed better strategies to gain respect than others. Some people are super nice, some people are really assholish, and some people have developed a strategy that has been proven by nature itself to increase anyone's respect in any situation. So today we're going to be breaking down the 5 strategies in game theory that was used for world diplomacy, to make people like them, for influence, to to get nations that fundamentally disagree to cooperate. In other words, the game theory strategy that leads to more cooperation, that leads to more respect. If you guys apply the strategies I'm going to be talking about today, anyone that meets you is going to be forced to respect you. So we have strategies based on the archetypes in culture. We have the Ned Flanders, Walter White, Batman, the Joker, and to me, the best strategy of them all, the one that the godfather uses. So let's talk about them. The first strategy is always cooperate. What does this mean? Okay, so for example, right? Let's just say you are cooperating with an individual, okay? And this is the line. They do something good, you do something good. That's the Ned Flanders strategy. They do something good, you do something good. They do something bad, you do something good. They do something bad, you do something good. They do something bad, and this will end up being most of your relationships, where you're always cooperating, and people call this people pleasers. And these types of peoples get zero respect from people. This is literally the worst strategy you guys can employ. This is how people get played. The next strategy that they learned is the always deflect. Always deflect. Meaning, you're the first one to take aggressive action. This is a defense mechanism. For example, with the Ned Flanders, you'll notice that Homer Simpson is always trying to play him. It's pretty much Christians when they say turn the other cheek, right? With Walter White, it's a little different. You're more skeptical. You're more the type of person to say, I'd rather attack you before you attack me. I'm the type of person that will punch you first rather than get punched back. In fact, this strategy may not be the best, but it's much better than the Ned Flanders strategy. So this person does this, right? You have this line. They cooperate, you cooperate. They cooperate, you deflect. They deflect, you deflect. Then they try to act nice, but you still deflect. These are the types of people that become mob bosses, that their aggressive action takes them to the top. But what happens is that their aggressive action is so aggressive that eventually they get hated and they get attacked. It reminds me of the chimp, of the monkey who got beat up by the clan. He was actually an alpha male. And this monkey was so disliked by the other monkeys. He was so disliked that eventually one day he was being groomed. And for some reason, this monkey smacked the shit out of his other ape underlings. And everyone was already tired of him. There was no reason for him to hit him like that. He was just being a bully. And what happened is that all the other monkeys, all of a sudden, the monkey that got hit smacked the shit out of him back. And then the other monkeys hated him so much that they started jumping him, and it literally destroyed him. So this strategy works, but eventually you create enough resentment that people are not going to respect you. Their respect is not respect. Their respect is mixed with fear. And even though that it is good, eventually you fall. And this is what a lot of mobsters have, this type of personality type. Usually they're psychopaths, right? Now, the next strategy that people use is the one where you're very principled, right? So they call this the grim trigger, right? Which means that if they'll cooperate with you, but as soon as you don't cooperate, they're fucked. Like if you break that rule, I will pounce on you. There's no mercy. These are principled people. Now, why do I put Batman? Because Batman is a principled person. It doesn't matter how many bad things you do, Batman will never kill you because he has a principle of not killing people. But also, if he says, this is also the type of person that if they say, I'll be nice to you, As soon as you fuck up once, I'm gonna make sure to get back with you. In other words, there's no forgiving. They follow the rule to the T. I'll be nice to you, but the first time you fuck up is all war. So this is how it goes, right? You're cooperating, they're cooperating. They're cooperating, you cooperate. You cooperate, they cooperate. They fuck up, now you're fucked. You cooperate, fuck you. You cooperate, nah, fuck you. And this type is good. This type, for example, you're the type of person that if somebody fucks up, you'll kick them out of your life. And don't get me wrong, that is a great form of cooperation. It does keep people away, but unfortunately, in life, you have to forgive and give people other chances. You just cannot be so principled. This is something that I had to learn. I'm kind of like that. Like if you fuck up, I'll be nice to you. As soon as you start playing games, I'm gonna start playing games with you. But what I learned in life is that even though somebody is playing games, give them another shot. Let them redeem themselves. Maybe it was this one time. People like this are afraid and they're more guarded than anything else. But the problem with being also this principle is that sometimes you got to break the rule. Sometimes you have to break your own rules. And this type of person doesn't allow for any breaking of their own rules. For example, you're dating someone and they cheat on you, right? If you just met them, yes, don't forgive them. They fucked up. You guys barely know each other and now they're cheating. But let's just say you've been together for 50 years and they cheated on you. Yeah, of course you don't cheat. You don't cheat. But you guys been together for so long. I think it's worth just to give them another shot because you guys have so much history. A person who's really principled will say, fuck that shit. They cheated. But I'm like, yo, they never cheated. It's been 80. Y'all been together for 50 years. Forgive this person. And this person wouldn't. So it is a better strategy than the others, but it could have some improvement. The next one is the random one. You don't know what you're gonna get from this person. They're spontaneous, and above all, they are unpredictable. That's why I say the Joker, because you don't know what his value system are. Some people try to offer him money, and they realize he doesn't value money. They don't know how to please this person. In fact, Napoleon was kind of like this. He was predictable, but he made himself unpredictable in order to create a sense of nervousness, but also a desire to please. This type goes like this. You do something good. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, they do something good. Okay, fuck you. All right, you do something good. Fuck you, man. They do something good, and now they're like, now you don't know what's gonna happen. Now you're in a state of unpredictability, and this is unsettling. This causes people. This is literally one of the worst strategies to have because it lends to no cooperation. But the only advantage that you get is that you're unpredictable, and this unpredictable quality makes people more submissive to you. You actually scare people. You have what they call the crazy effect. The crazy effect is the psychological effect that crazy, unpredictable people have on us. We're actually more tolerant and we let them get away with more because they're more unpredictable. We let them get away with murder a little bit more than someone who's seemed as rational. In fact, a rational person has less leeway. This person has more flexibility. An example is Trump. Trump is the unpredictable leader. Because of that, you'll notice that even a lot of governments are sort of scared right now. Like Canada, they don't know what the fuck to do. Trudeau is in a panic right now because Trump has put tariffs, and people say, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You're going to ruin our economy, and you're going to ruin the Canadian economy. But the problem is that his tariffs hurt more Canada than us. But it's because he's so unpredictable that people in Canada are like, yo, what the fuck? What are we going to do? And so the unpredictable aspect is almost like leverage. And this causes people to respect you more. So it's playing the crazy person. It's playing the insanity card that causes people to feel unpredictable around you. In the 33 strategies of war, there's a strategy 10. It's called create a threatening presence. The best way to fight off aggressors is to keep them from attacking you in the first place. To accomplish this, you must create an impression of being more powerful than you are. Build up a reputation. You're a little crazy. Fighting you is not worth it. You take your enemies with you when you lose. Create this reputation and make it credible with a few impressively violent acts. An example with Trump is the fact that he killed the prime minister of Iran. People were like, yo, this motherfucker is wild. And then he also threatened North Korea with nuclear annihilation. The one that people call crazy, Kim Jong-un, people call Trump crazier than Kim Jong-un. And that threatening aspect created chaos in the U.S. politics, but in international relations, it created a sense of fear because he's unpredictable. He's threatening to blow up fucking North Korea. You are a wild animal. He's fucking killed the Iranian minister, almost provoking a world war. And nothing happened. And now because of the establishing of that reputation, before Trump is even back in office, people are already running scared. Because he's wild like that. Uncertainty is sometimes better than overt threat. If your opponent are never sure what messing with you will cause, they will not want to fight you. Play on people's natural fears and anxieties to make them think twice. So when somebody's trying to cooperate, they try to cooperate, you bomb them back. They try to do a peace treaty, you bomb them back. Now they're like, what the fuck is gonna happen? They try to attack, and now you're trying to do a peace treaty. And because you were such a fucking psycho, they don't want to find out what happens next. So then they come for more truce. This is very dangerous. This one has unintended consequences. Because you don't know if the other person is also a psycho. And this is how you assure mutually assured destruction. Now, the best strategy is what they call tit for tat. This is what the Godfather strategy was all about. So the Godfather did this by building alliances, right? Vito often begins relationship by offering favors and assistance, creating a network of alliances who feel indebted to him. He doesn't just force people to become part of his clan. He first offers them something, right? For example, the guy in the beginning of The Godfather, he was asking Godfather, help me kill someone. And the Godfather could have easily killed him. He was like, hey, you never done anything for me. Why don't you call me Godfather, do something nice, and then I'll make sure to take care of the person who hurt your daughter. He's like, give me something first, and then I'll do something in your favor. And the next time you need help, I'll come to you, no question about it. The next time I need help, I'm gonna come to you and you're gonna help me. It's a tit for tat strategy. As opposed to some mobsters who will literally just strong arm people, they will use the stick and not the carrot. The next thing that he did, he expected reciprocity. He expects those he helps to return the favor when called upon. This expectation of reciprocity is a core element of tit for tat strategy, ensuring cooperation in return without feeling pressured. The next thing is that they respond to betrayal. It's not just the fact that they give you, if you give good, it's the fact that if you hurt him at a 100, he's gonna hurt you at a 1,000. When faced with the betrayer and aggressor, Vito responds decisively. For example, when his life is threatened by rival family, he takes calculated action to protect his interests and retaliate against those who wronged him. So it's not just the fact that he's loving, because if you watch The Godfather treats everyone like a child. I mean, like they're his children. But he also is equally destructive, devastating. He has guys like Luca Brasi to torture people. He did some crazy shit, right? And the thing is not just that, is that he balances betrayal and retaliation, forgiveness. While Vito is capable of severe retaliation, he also knows when to forgive and move forward if it benefits his long-term goal. Remember the people that he knew that it was Versari who actually tried to kill him. But he told Michael, hey, And most likely he's the one that did it, but he didn't retaliate instantly. Vito acted like nothing happened. He gave the face that he wanted to cooperate. I give up. You guys hurt me. I don't want my children hurt. So accept a truce. So he also knows when to act that he's forgiven you so that you could calm down and then attack you like a thunderbolt all of a sudden. And that's how he was able to literally dominate the mafia, because he wasn't the type of person that just created enemies. He created a lot of alliances through being nice and cooperative with people, right? So his strategy is very easily this: I treat you nice, you treat me nice, right? No, you treat me good, I treat you good. You hurt me, fuck you. No, fuck you, I attack. Now you're hurt. Now you come back from forgiveness. Of course I'll forgive you. I'm not gonna hurt you. You came back and acted right. I could act like nothing happened. Now we're in a business relationship. Everything's good. Everything's good. Everything's good. And this is how you keep the peace. You are nice until they fuck up. If they fuck up, they got to suffer the consequences, right? You don't go easy on them. They suffer the consequences, then you come back and see whether or not you could work things out amicably without trying to be egoic about it. If they try to fix it, you try to fix it, you try to work it out and keep the relationship going. This obviously wasn't the best strategy in every situation, but this is how the U.S. actually disarmed people from having nuclear bombs. They wouldn't tell people, "Hey, destroy them all instantly." They would tell the nations, "Go 3 or 4 bombs a year, deactivate 3 or 4 bombs. Once you confirm that you deactivated 3 or 4 bombs, come to my country and confirm that I deactivated 3 or 4 bombs." And over time, through that little cooperation, all of the countries eventually, I don't know what to call it, like they fucking bomb themselves. I don't know, but they sort of mutually get to this point where people are not worried about nuclear annihilation. And in life, you have the capacity to be nice, but then you have the capacity to be nasty. You have the capacity to retaliate, but you also have the capacity to bring peace. You have the capacity to show mercy. You have the capacity to also completely destroy them. And this dynamic, these contradictions, but also these different sides that you show people, causes people to want to respect you, causes people to want to work with you, trust you, and fear you. Just with the tit for tat strategy. Remember, fuck Flanders. Be careful with the Walter White strategy. Be careful with not having rules that you break like Batman. But also, you could be spontaneous and random, but too much randomness causes way too much chaos. The best strategy is to be nice, but also know how to be harsh and also learn to forgive, but don't forgive too much or else you're a pushover. And this is how you gain everyone's respect. Remember, you bring peace through strength, not peace through niceness. And this is how you gain anybody's respect. Let me know if that made any sense. Comment down below what other strategies you guys think I should have included, and I'll see you guys next time in the next video.